Ooh, we're live. Okay. My hair is like matty. It's it's a mess. My hair is a mess. Anyway, I am in a coffee shop here in Canyon City, Colorado, and the lighting is good for me. You can see my ugly face here, but here's the it's kind of a nice coffee shop. So isn't that nice? There's also a bike shop right through those doors. That opening, that French door. There's a bicycle shop in there. You got bicycles. You can see the helmets, and so maybe we'll do it this way. Maybe we'll do it this way. So by the way, this way you can see there's we got a couple of pictures. The farther one is that's in Arches National Park in Moab, Utah. And then the other one, the one right above my head, that's somewhere in southern Utah too. Hey, Oscar. Hey, buddy. Oscar, how are you doing? I'm here in a coffee shop. Wait, let's see. Where's your message here? Oscar, I'm here in a coffee shop. And there's a bicycle. It's a coffee shop here. Okay. And I'm kind of sitting at the bar. And there's also a bicycle shop right there. So, yes, Oscar. Yeah. Southern Utah. If you look, I don't know how well you know American geography, but I'm definitely a Western USA person. And yeah, bikes and coffee. Yeah, man. So I'm going to do a little tour of the bike shop in a little bit. So, but just thought I'd talk for a while. Anyway, I'm always interested in encouraging people to visit Colorado or southern Utah or wherever, just somewhere out in this beautiful, rugged region. So anyway, so I got my coffee here. It's just a boring 12-ounce coffee. So yeah, what do you tell me about yourself? What are you studying? Where do you live in the UK? So one thing is like a lot of Europeans, they'll come to America and they just visit the East Coast. They visit New York, Boston, just the big old cities. And look, I mean, that's nice. You got to come out west. The Four Corner states, Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Arizona. It's less populated. The scenery is beautiful. There's big mountains. There's beautiful deserts. You can just see for miles and miles. My love for kind of the what's called the interior West is knows no bounds. I can just talk about it all the time. So, but anyway, I'm just talking. So, oh, I got my coffee here. I've got my pear halves. So I've been eating really healthy. So you're studying fine art painting at Wimbledon. No kidding. Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, okay. Yeah, in Oregon. I haven't spent too much time in Oregon. But yeah, it's okay. I've lost 20 pounds in about 2 months now. And yeah, it's grass. I played tennis a lot when I was younger. I actually played on the college team. I was a good, I was pretty good. And I got to this point where I was like, if I wanted to get better, I knew I had to practice for hours and hours. And it just wasn't, I didn't want to dedicate all the time. So, but anyway, tennis, I love tennis. In America, we just have boring concrete courts or whatever that's made of, just concrete or so. Mixed. Why do you get mixed responses? Oregon's a lovely state. Oregon's a nice. There's definitely big mountains. Yeah, AstroTurf. No, well, I mean, we could talk about that, but anyway, I miss playing tennis. I was really good for a while. That's right, Oscar. Oscar, if you go on I have a whole website, my personal website with my photography, and it's called coloradoguy.com. Now, you'll see, like, if you know, so I've got tons of photos and hiking reports. I have a section along the top that says Moab, Utah, and you can see all of the red rock scenery. I've been all over Arches National Park. So anyway, so I forgot what we were talking about. But, oh yeah, okay, so you're studying fine art painting. That's pretty interesting. So, just having some fun. This is just fun. I'm loving live streaming. Yeah, Oscar, you need to listen to me. Anyway, no. By the way, I don't know that I've seen you in here before, but I want to be clear. Americans and the British, we're friends. Okay? I know things are going crazy in our world and the UK and definitely in America. Things are just they're troubling, and we just got to stick together as friends and allies. So anyway, it's my little thing there. Hey, Jasmine, what's the full link? My little website is coloradoguy.com, and like last decade, the zeros. I had my website coloradoguy.com. That was like my YouTube channel. That was where, like, that was the big thing in 2004, 2007. I had so much traffic on Colorado Guy, and I had forums, and it was before I was on YouTube. And I was trying to be funny, doing my goofy, I wasn't doing not too shabby videos, but I was doing my goofy, crazy, trying to be funny type stuff. So go check out Colorado Guy, and you'll see the design is the design is antiquated. It just uses boring HTML, but it shows all of my hikes around Colorado and then in Utah, New Mexico. And I tried to be funny. Yeah, it is, Oscar. We'll just leave it at that. I went on a ranting yesterday. And I was like, oh no. There will be some people who won't be happy with me. But at the same time, it's like, you know, sometimes you can't be silent. So, but Jasmine, you're in the United Kingdom too, aren't you? Aren't you? Are you Peter's boyfriend? Are you Peter's? Yeah, okay, I'm starting to remember everyone. So I got two British people. You see, you British people, you guys are awesome. That's right, you're Peter's girlfriend. I just want to say, you British people, you're like, seriously, I'm not gonna speak ill of my Americans friends, but the Brits, really, you guys have been good to me. Here's my bike across America card. So if you send me your address, I'll mail some business cards to you. So, you know, just a thought there. So, but anyway, so I'm here in a coffee shop, Jasmine. We're in a coffee shop, and through those, I think those are called French doors. There's a bicycle shop in there too. So that's actually the bike mechanic right there. So they got bikes. So yeah, Oscar, yeah, fun. I love Funhouse. I'm such a fan. Yeah, Oscar, in 2 weeks, I'm biking. Yeah, okay, they're called French doors. Right, okay. Hey, Hunter. So, Oscar, in 2 weeks, I'm biking across America. I'm starting in California and I'm biking to Washington, D.C. And then there's like another 100 miles to get to the actual ocean in Delaware. So, California to Delaware. And every day I'll be making videos of, being on the bike. Oh, look at the scenery, or something funny happens, something bad happens, whatever. I'll be making videos. So please. Hi, Hunter. You know what? I might be able to subscribe to you. What kind of videos do you have? Do you have any good videos? So, but yeah, Hunter, I might be open to that. So, Oscar, I might be a skeleton. We'll see. If I get really thin, I doubt I'll get really thin, because on the road, especially after a hard, long ride, I'm going to pig out and eat a big cheeseburger. So, yeah, you play guitar. You play the guitar? That's cool. Now, Sam, you bring up a good question. How do I fund my Bike Across America trip? First of all, I've saved a bunch of money. And I'm self-employed, so I'm able to take time off work. Obviously, when I'm not working, though, my income is much more limited. I do have a GoFundMe page for those who want to kind of help out and chip in. And I'm going to share that with you. That link should work. So if you want to help out with defraying costs, I don't care. There's no pressure. I'm never going to be all about money. But if you want to chip in a few dollars, there's my GoFundMe page. So, what? I'll be too shabby? Now, were any of you around 2 years ago when I biked across America? Because every day I was making not too shabbies on the road. Yeah, don't worry about it, Oscar. Don't worry about it. It's cool. And don't. And by the way, you'd have to give pounds, right? Like British pounds. So that would be really cool. So, no, but every day I was doing not too shabbies 2 years ago. And then I did a compilation I made about 133 not too shabbies. And then I stitched them all together. So you can see every single not too shabby. Here, I'll share that real fast. So, hold on, let's get this. I want to show you this coffee shop too. Biking Across America, not too shabby. There's people in here, but it doesn't look too weird that I'm here. Here's my not too shabby Bike Across America special video. I have a hard time watching my not too shabbies a lot of the time. So what I do is I put it at 2 times, so it speeds them up. So they're only, instead of 9 seconds, they're like 4 or 5 seconds. And that's the only way a lot of the time I can listen to my not too shabbies. So, yeah, Oscar, that's awesome, man. You told your girlfriend about me? Sam, my connection to Funhouse is this. Funhouse, I won the Hardnetting contest for 2 weeks. A year ago. And then over the summer, they had the all-time Hardnetting world champion. And I won that. I'm the all-time forever world champion of the Hardnetting contest. So it's all Funhouse promoted me. I didn't know who they were. I was like, who are these people? They play video games and they, That's right. It's an insane playlist, Oscar. I think right now I'm up to 1,325 not too shabbies. You know what I need to have? I need to have a not too shabby marathon, or like a party. Just have a party where I got the not too shabbies playing in the background, all 1,325. And, they're just like it just picks a random one from, you know, and I'll have a party with cupcakes. And I love cupcakes. I could do not too shabbies of cupcakes all the time. You know what I mean? I should come to Brit. I need to. All right, Jasmine. I need to do more British not too shabbies. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in America. Like, what am I going to do? I need a British flag, and I'll do a British flag, not too shabby. I do need, Jasmine, seriously, maybe in the like fall of 2019, maybe I can get to England, maybe even next winter. I do need to come and have like a not too shabby party and invite all my British friends. You know, we'll even invite the French too. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, like it would be so cool to have like just a party where I just have the not too shabbies playing and we just have fun. We talk and make some not too shabbies and, you know, just hang out, have fun, eat cupcakes too. So, yeah, no, Jasmine, that's my issue. It's like I've got 2 months. I'm going to be on the road for 2 months and like we'll see how my finances look. And I got to pay my taxes. It's going to be a little messy, but I, you know, I try to be like someone who makes things happen as opposed to someone who just gives excuses. And I do need to get to England. I really do. Yeah, we'll have cupcakes. Cupcakes and 1980s music. Those are my two favorite things in the whole world. 1980s music and cupcakes. So, yeah, Oscar. Oscar, are you in London too? See, here's my thing. I'm not a fan of cities. Like, if I went to England, oh, my favorite 80s bands. Here. Let me see here. Because I play all my music on YouTube, so it always suggests music. First of all, it's not an 80s band, but I'm still a big fan of Pink Floyd, and they're British. Pink Floyd, unbelievable music. And I love some of their deeper cuts. You know, some of their, let's see here. David Bowie's okay. Some of his stuff is good. He's British too, isn't he? Isn't David Bowie? I remember mentioning Hall & Oates and why am I drawing a blank on music? Where's my playlist? I have a whole playlist where I play one song and then all of a sudden it shows me like 20, 25 different songs. And I just, you know, darn it, where's like some Michael Jackson songs. Michael Jackson, Huey Lewis in the News. Yeah. Huey Lewis in the News. You know, some of those European bands, you know, like early 80s. I'm trying to think of I can't access my playlist, so because I could just rattle off a whole bunch of songs. You know, like U2. I love U2. U2. And just like some 80s stuff. I'm looking at some of my playlists. Jerry Rafferty, Baker Street, you know, some classic rock, Deep Purple, My Woman in Tokyo, John Fogerty, The Old Man Is Down the Road. So even some Led Zeppelin gets played. I'm kind of sick of Led Zeppelin, you know. So anyway, I'm not a big music guy though, but I am kind of a big music guy. Here, actually, I'm going to share you the theme song. This is going to be the theme song of my upcoming Bike Across America trip. It's one of the theme songs. It's actually kind of like a sad and somber. Here, I'm going to share this. It's a little sad and somber. It's very like Western USA, but there's an inspirational. It's inspiring. It's very kind of almost spiritual. So it's the Midnight Cowboy theme, and it's the orchestra version. So, well, Jasmine, I'm not making a playlist, but I just listen to YouTube and I just have music, So I don't know. I won't have an official playlist. People always ask this, but I don't listen to music as I bike. I don't think that's safe. I want to hear when a car's coming in. I don't wear earbuds as I'm biking. Yeah, Oscar, is there an email? I'm not going to put my email on the live chat. So, but you're welcome to keep in touch. I mean, I got to be safe. So, but Oscar, there's ways, like you can tweet me, find me on Twitter. So, but really, this is so cool. I'm here in America. There's all these American people. And it's the Brit. Jasmine, I don't have Instagram. I'm sorry, I don't have Instagram. After Twitter, I was like, I got Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and I'm like, I don't know. I just can't do Instagram. So, here's my Twitter. It's just my name, and I'm on there every day. I tweet every day, and I try to be funny on there. Twitter, it's kind of fun and informal. So, but I'm sorry I'm not on Instagram though. I know that's like a bummer for younger people. So, yeah, man, yeah. So Jasmine, where's Peter? Where is he? He was in my live stream yesterday. So, all right, I'll share my Facebook. But, all right, first of all, that's my personal one. Okay. Here's you can like me. You can, my ego, you can like Steve Garuffi because I am an author. I wrote a book. Here's my book. I wrote a book about my first bike across America trip. So I have an author page where you can officially like me. So I have such a big ego. Anyway, I don't know. But take care, Oscar. It's really nice to see you, man. I will promise that I will, not that I will come to the United Kingdom, but I promise I will think deeply about it and give it some serious thought because I do need to visit. And because I only speak English, I've been a little scared about going to Europe or, any country outside of Canada. And so it would be good to at least go to the United Kingdom where, with the exception of my American accent, I understand British people I understand. So, and don't forget, I'm actually of Italian descent. My grandparents and great-grandparents were immigrants. They came to America in the late 1800s, early 1900s. So, yeah. Thanks it's been a jolly good time talking to you. Do British people say that? Jolly good? I know, that's a bad stereotype, but anyway. So, but I'm going to show you this coffee shop here. Let me have some more pear halves. Jolly good. See, you should do a whole video series where you just say, jolly good. What a jolly good time. Yeah, like do it like my Not Too Shabbies, and you're, It's gotten quiet now. Now there's like everyone left. Everyone's gone except me. So, like, so yeah, man, Oscar, go do something, man. Go do something with your YouTube channel. Come on. I want to encourage you. I'm here to encourage you. So, but I'm doing a little YouTube live stream. So I'm not talking. Yeah. I just have like three of my friends. So I'm not talking. Like, it looks weird. It might look weird that I'm talking. Okay.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. I've got some YouTube friends, and like I got a bunch of British friends.
Yeah.
So I'm like showing them the coffee shop, and
Look where we are.
The
pictures are awesome.
Yeah, I was telling them. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So.
That's super neat.
Pair of halves right here. Just 2 months ago, I changed my eating habits pretty drastically, and I was the type of guy I always had to have my big breakfast burrito, and just I didn't care about cholesterol, sugar, and I kind of hit my wall 2 months ago, and now it's like I know canned fruit isn't super healthy. I mean, it's largely healthy, but there's some sugar in it. But I've lost so much weight and I have so much more energy. So, and I'm not like, I eat some fruit, but like raw fruit, but if I eat a raw pear, it just doesn't taste, I don't know what it is, but I like the canned stuff. So, hey, Oblique, I don't know how to say your name, but I'm going to call you Oblique. So, yeah, Jasmine, and you see, I'm 47. Okay. You seem like a young woman, but in my 20s and 30s, I ate whatever I wanted to. I had no shame, and I loved sugar, cupcakes. I still joke about cupcakes. If we have that party, I might have a dilemma, or I might have to have a special cupcake, or I don't know. Anyway, but but by the time I hit my mid-40s, sugar. And a lot of processed foods. Not all, but I'm definitely like not eating crap. Like I loved my chicken nuggets, my microwave chicken nuggets. So, I want to make British cupcakes. Like a cupcake with icing that has the British flag. Is it an X? You kind of have like, I know it's red, white, and blue. The British flag here. Like I want to make British cupcakes. That'd be really fun. And we'll put things like Jolly Good. We'll like do the icing. We'll put Jolly Good. We'll just do all the like British stereotypes like tea time. We Americans think you British people have tea time every day at 3:00. And you wear tweed and you're super proper and you speak in Queen's English. So so what? Did you really, Jasmine? Oblique, where do you live? Are you British or are you American? Where are you from? Oh, so Jasmine. Yeah, no. Tea is at 5? Tea time? Seriously, man, if I come to Britain, we're gonna have some amazing, just kick-ass tea times. So we're gonna have some great, just you know what I mean? We're gonna have tea time. Us Americans and the British. We're not gonna let the French be part of that. But I'm just joking. There's gonna be some French guy in the comment section. Why did you say that? I'm just kidding. Spokane, Washington. Yeah, Spokane, Washington. That's cool. That's neat. How'd you find me, Oblique? I don't know that I think I've driven through Spokane. just one time on Interstate 90 driving to Seattle. That was 20 years ago, actually. So, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. There's so much to explore. I haven't explored the Northwest as much as I should have. So, Justin, no, nothing. Nothing I've ever. Well, I won't say that. I shouldn't say that. There are things that are shabby. So, but hold on. So, I think I'm out of coffee here. Darn it! Look, I'm out of coffee. Just a tiny bit left. So, yeah. Oblique, that's awesome. Hey, Peter. Yeah. I'm just curious, Oblique, which Not Too Shabby was the first Not Too Shabby you've ever seen? What, like, that's my question to you. To everyone, which was the first Not Too Shabby that you've ever seen? Oh, thank you, Oblique. Seriously, I appreciate that. That's really nice of you. The jalapeno cheddar bagel. I'm going to play that right now. Let's do it. On Reddit promoted my jalapeno bagel. So, all right. Look at my. Why is my phone? What the heck is it doing? This is my screen right now, and I can't make it like normal here. All right, I'm gonna have to turn off my phone. I've done so many snow Not Too Shabbies because I live in Colorado. So, yeah, the Not Too Shabby gun. There's a guy named H.G. Allen who made that. He's a college student. I think he's a college student in the Seattle area. Yeah. So, anyway, have you seen my video where I go back to the very place where the very first Not Too Shabby was ever made? I have a whole playlist below Not Too Shabby. It says Not Too Shabby history, and it's a behind the scenes video where I talk about the hallowed ground of the site of the first Not Too Shabby. So, all right, jalapeno shabby. That should be enough to find it. Here it is. Ready? This is a fun one. This was like the fifth or sixth Not Too Shabby I've ever made. Come on, play.
A jalapeno cheddar bagel. Not too shabby.
Now here's the Not Too Shabby gun. It's going to make too much noise. I can't play that one here. So, but, ooh. So now it's like showing here's one where it's bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. This was like a really early one. I made this 5 years ago.
Bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. Not too shabby. It's a bottle of drain opener. Not too shabby.
Does it really, Oblique? You play my playlist at work? Thank you. Where do you work, by the way? Are you the boss and you're allowed to do that? Really appreciate it, man. So, all right, so this coffee shop is getting quiet. There's hardly anyone here. And it's hard to do. I like when there's some noise because then speaking, I'm kind of a loud person. I just blend in with the crowd. So it's a little harder when it's quiet. But yeah, Oblique. Everyone loves my Not Too Shabbies, and you work at a cannabis farm. That's really interesting. Thank you for watching, man. You tell all those people. You tell all your coworkers, like, really. All my love from Colorado. Not Too Shabby. Makes me real happy. Yeah, you're the boss. Yeah, you. All right, Oblique. All right, man. All right, I'm gonna just show the bike shop here. I'm gonna go through those doors. So I got a bike shop. There's some bikes. Got some helmets. So I got a whole bike shop in here. I think it's more of a mountain bike shop kind of thing. I'm a minority as a road biker, but got a whole bunch of bikes. And it's a nice shop here. They got good things in here. Got a little kid's bike up there. So, you're welcome, Oblique. So, we got 7 people watching. So, okay, it's better this way. It's got lots of accessories. Got to hide some jackets and stuff. This is called, what is it here? Red Canyon Cycles in Canyon City. Look it up. Google it. Red Canyon Cycles. And they got a coffee shop over there. So you can get your coffee and all your cycling needs. So, I'm looking at this is a cycling mirror you put on your helmet so you can see behind you. And here's like an interesting jersey. Colorado kind of has if you Google a Colorado flag, you'll note that the flag is kind of simple and there's a sea and there's a sun inside the sea. So there's a lot of clothing you can get that has like a Colorado themed, the Colorado flag on your shirt or socks or pants, pretty much anything. So kind of a neat thing. Here's the outside. So
it's really interesting the last slide when we're talking about the structures of oil. I never understood.
that stuff. It's a nice bike shop, isn't it?
Much more here than people would, they tell me, well, you're all the
So
it was almost
nobody's commenting now. Come on. So how long we've been going for 39 minutes. So just wanted to show you the bike shop. So for those of you just checking in, I am biking across America in 2 weeks. Here's my business card, the bike tour for truth, decency, and the human dignity of all. I'll be posting videos every single day on YouTube, so make sure you're subscribed. And, this should be fun. I'll make some fun videos, some, scenery videos, just whatever's going on. And there's no pressure, but I do have a GoFundMe page, so you're welcome to. Yeah, Oblique. I'm biking across America. So, Oblique, I'm not good at doing requests because then everybody asks for requests, and then I feel bad because I say yes to this person but no to that person. So, but if I ever come out to Spokane, I'll meet you. We'll do some not too shabbies and hang out, and I'll come visit your farm. So, yeah. So, so wait, Oscar, your dad's a big biker? Yeah? Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, we'll hang out. There's a guy, I think he's a funhouse guy, but in Washington, D.C., I'm biking from California. I'm biking to the White House in Washington, D.C. Just to make a stand for truth, decency, and the human dignity of all. And then I'm going to finish in Delaware. And but there's a guy in Washington, D.C. that wants to meet me. He might put me up. And he's like a not too shabby fan. So, hey, Justin, what do you mean the first destination? Biking from California to Delaware. I mean, where am I starting? I'm starting in Newport Beach, California, which is in Orange County. Which is, Los Angeles area. So,
Wherever you put it, they will come.
I got to finish my canned pears here.
Oh, yeah. Already got my butt handed to me last.
Long time ago, can of pears. A long time ago, there was a guy I knew, and his name was Joe Canaperi. I think it was an Italian name. Now I'm an Italian too, so I'm not making fun of his name, but I remember we used to be like Joe Canaperi, and it was like can of pears. Now I'm eating a can of pears, and I'm thinking about my old friend Joe. I hope he's well. I've lost touch with him. It's been 20 years, so. But it was big. Yeah, the coffee was good, Oblique. It's a nice coffee shop. It's a good coffee shop. I'm glad there's more people now. It's a little more noisy. So, Oscar, I don't click links on because my dumb Chromebook, it doesn't always guarantee. Like on a normal computer, you can just right click and then open up in a new window. And with the stupid Chromebook, I never can do that. I click links and sometimes a new window opens. Other times I exit. And so if I click it, I could just leave live chat suddenly. That would make me cry. So I'm sorry about that. I'll click it later though. I usually proofread my live streams. Like I watch the whole thing and I try to learn. Occasionally I edit something or whatever. Well, I'm sorry it's kind of disgusting I'm eating. But yeah, man, thank you, Oscar. I'll follow you back. Twitter's a lot of fun, man. It used to be really fun. Like 8 years ago, 2009, 2010. It was a happening place. It was true social media. Now it's like a little more like a broadcasting. People aren't as social. Well, people in there. So, Oscar, yeah, and like even, and I'm guilty of this on Facebook. When I joined Facebook in 2008, it was like a life-changing kind of thing because for 20 years I had no contact with almost all of my high school classmates, and it was just hard to keep in touch with people. And then all of a sudden I was like connected with every single person I've ever known in my life. And it was a beautiful thing. It was wonderful. And then something happened. I mean, all I got to say is in the last 2 to 3 years, it's gotten to the point where it's like there's more of a tendency to dislike the people that I once was connected with. And I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be connected with you. Or I want to keep the memories that I had with you. I don't need to be in touch with you right now. This is too much. You know what I mean? So, and I know that's a lot of people can relate to that. So, with Facebook. So, but at the same time, I still work it for my, yeah, that's right, Oscar. I mean, like, have you heard, like, there's a new app? There's a new app. Where's my phone? There's a new app where it tells you, it will notify you, it'll tell you which ones of your friends and family are either racists or bigots. And that app is called Facebook. I heard that joke and I didn't tell it very well, but unfortunately, that's been true. So, Hey, take care, Oscar. I'm sorry, like everyone's talking to me, and I don't want to come off like some self-righteous, perfect person on matters of, racism or like I have my faults. I certainly haven't been perfect in that area at all, but yeah, there's been, anyway. Yeah, that's right, Oscar. So, yeah, anyway, but I'm not, just know, like, I don't know, I have my faults. I'm just going to leave it at that. I have my faults. I got to keep working on myself. And I really do. So I can't be pointing fingers at people. It is true. I am making a stand for truth, decency, and the human dignity of all. And I'm biking to the White House. And a lot of what's fueling me is the lack of truth-telling, the lack of decency, the lack of concern about human dignity of all. So, I mean, but at the same time, I'm on this journey and I'm trying to stay humble. And anyway, I don't know, I'm just rambling. So, Yeah, Peter. See, you guys all agree with you guys are cool. Yeah, that's right. It is everyone's life work. And we need to have empathy for people. We need to have empathy. You always want to have an attitude of, what's it like to be in that person's shoes? What's it like to be them? They're telling me that they're having a hard time, they're suffering. Can I at least put myself in their shoes and try to, feel with them? And there's been just too much of just no empathy for people, just not having a concern for, the plight of others. And I've been partly guilty of that. There's been times I've been guilty of not caring. So anyway, yeah, that's right. Because 2 years ago, my bike trip was called the Bike Ride for Empathy. That was my trip, the Bike Ride for Empathy. So, and now it's the Bike Tour for Truth, Decency, and the Human Dignity of All. So, yeah, I'm not an expert on empathy. The word does come up a lot because I'm a mental health therapist. That's my real job. So it's important. Well, Bleak, I'll tell you how you can fund this trip. Here is my GoFundMe page. The easiest thing is just to do a GoFundMe donation. That link should work. So I really appreciate you asking. There's no pressure to give. It's just one of those things where I just let I have to let people know that I have a financial need. I'm certainly not rich. I do have some savings, but if I could round up all my friends and if everybody chipped in $5, $10, that kind of a thing, it would really help me. So, and indirectly for my British friends, if I can get full funding for my bike trip, it'll be easier for me to maybe visit Great Britain by late 2019 or 2020, you know. So, but anyway, so, but it's just been fun. And then, you know, honestly, when people give, I become friends with them, most of them, you know, and I thank them. And then they like, anyway, it's just kind of neat. So, hey, Jackson, hope you're well. Where are you from? So did Peter and his girlfriend, did they leave? Peter and Jasmine? I know, I got boring. Peter and Jasmine are out doing something fun. They don't need to be sitting in. Oh no, hey Jasmine. I don't know the etiquette. Should I be calling people out? And I get it, Jasmine. Like, you might be you're watching or you're listening, and you're doing other stuff. You're washing the dishes, you're whatever. So you're not always going to be messaging. So anyway, so Jackson, you're from Arkansas. That's so awesome, man. I was an Arkansas Razorbacks fan for a number of years, and I have friends in Arkansas. I've got friends in Siloam Springs. I've gone to Razorbacks games in Fayetteville. So, and for let's see, 2 of my 3 Bike America trips, I went across Arkansas. So, Jackson, no, I don't really like wrestling. Oh, okay, live separately. Yeah, okay, you got it. Oh, you're in bed with the flu? Your boyfriend, he loves his Islanders. Does he love his Islanders more than you? He's watching the game instead of taking care of you. No, I'm just kidding. Peter, if you're listening, I'm just teasing you. But he loves his Islanders. That's funny. AEW is? I don't know what AEW is. So, yeah, I don't know what that is, Jackson. So I'm not into wrestling. I'm sorry. It was WWF wrestling in the 1980s with Bob Backlund, Jimmy Superfly Snuka, those guys. I'm trying to think who else. Hulk Hogan. It was a little bit before the Hulk Hogan came on the scene. I was a WWF fan. I was like a young 11, 12-year-old. So Peter, are the Islanders winning? Yeah, that's right, Jasmine. I'm old, Jasmine. I was born in 1971. So I was a teenager in the 80s. I graduated high school in 1989. So if you ever have questions about the 1980s, America in the 1980s, I know the 80s so well. It really shaped my life. Ronald Reagan was president. Margaret Thatcher was the prime minister of England. And anyway, I'm 47, Jackson. Yeah, you like wrestling? I mean, I'm not into I used to love, the wrestling. I'm trying to think, Bob Backlund, the Iron Sheik. Then there was Lou Albano and Classy Freddie Blassie. They were managers. And there was Fred Piper, Roddy Piper. He was Scottish. He used to wear a kilt. He was sort of like a bad guy, and then he became a good guy. That was the time of Jesse the Body Ventura. You know, Peter, they're playing the Avalanche, dude. I have to cheer for Colorado. I'm in Colorado. I have to cheer for the Avalanche. I'm sorry. Oblique, hey, thank you again, man. I really appreciate it. It was very nice. You're a good chatter. So come back another time. Please subscribe, because I will be making videos of my Bike Across America trip every day, just like I did 2 years ago. So nice to meet you, Oblique. I got to come up to Spokane sometime. So, it's getting noisy in here. I like it. Lots of noise. Noise is good. So, So the Colorado Avalanche. We stole the Colorado Avalanche. They used to be the Quebec Nordiques. I don't know what happened in Quebec. It's a little I don't like when teams leave a city and go to another city. So, but then we won the the Stanley Cup. 1997 and 2001, I believe we won. So, yeah. I'll be honest with you, Oblique. I don't know that you want to be my Facebook friend. You might start hating me. I'm dead serious. So, because we talked about politics and like really divisive social issues, but I'm also kind of religious. So sometimes I post religious stuff. I'm not annoying about it. I don't proselytize people. I'm not annoying, but I'm just saying. All right. Well, anyway, I've warned you. But seriously, and thank you for playing my Not Too Shabbies at your workplace and forcing your employers, jamming my Not Too Shabbies down your employer's throats. Like, do it. Yes. I should come to Spokane and I should yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just call him Oblique. I'll try to pronounce it. It looks like Oblios Dobis. So, but I'm sorry I chopped up your name, but it actually will help that I. Yeah. All right, so maybe I'll come to Spokane at some point. So, yeah. We'll see. I need to visit the Northwest more. Like, I need to get to Oregon. There's a lot of places in the Northwest I got to get to. So, I got some friends in Boise. So I got to eat more of this. Lots of people in line over there. Take care, Oblique. Really nice to meet you. Yeah. So what are we going to talk about? I've been going for 58 minutes. I'm not the greatest question. When you think about your childhood, what's like the one game or toy that was your favorite? Like, what's the first thing that came to mind when I said like your favorite childhood toy? I'm just curious. Just a random question. No, Jackson, I'm in a coffee shop. I'm not at work. No, I'm just chilling out. It's Saturday. So, what's your favorite childhood toy? Like from your, that thing that was like, oh. Your Nintendo 64? That's neat. Okay. The first thing that came to mind was my baseball cards. And there was like this baseball spinner game where you could play a virtual. It was called All-Star Baseball. It was like a spinner game. I'm not describing it well. It wasn't too popular, but so I'm from the Northeast, Jackson, but I've been in Colorado for 21 years now. So I was obsessed with baseball. And then the video game we had in television. That blender is noisy, isn't it? That's so noisy. Can you even hear me? You had a Shaggy dog toy? Oh, you had a Shaggy dog toy? He was like 2 feet tall? Oh, man. Tetris, yes, yeah. I remember playing with the Game Boy. I was like an older teenager. I remember playing Tetris. I do remember playing Tetris with the Game Boy. You can play Tetris for like months and months. And if you're the average person, you know, and that was good for your mind and like working your brain and, you know, Game Boy. I had in television in the 80s, there was Atari and Intellivision. That's how old I was. And then when I was in college, the first Nintendo set came out. That was like 1990. And I got pretty good. I was playing that in college. So, but then video games, like something happened where the games got too complex. And I was just used to like 3 buttons, like whatever, like a directional thing and 2 or 3 buttons. And then it got so complex and I was like, it's just not worth it. So, but that's where my old attitude comes in. So, I should get another drink. So, I might get another drink. I love my lattes. You know, like a toffee nut latte, or like the other coffee shop near me. It's called the dark. It's a Rudolph dark chocolate and raspberry latte. So my hair is so ratty right now because I ran out of anti-frizz. Like it's like an anti-frizz application, and so my hair is it's terrible. But I'm like a female with my hair. I'm stuck up about my hair and self-conscious. But by the way, I'm not home. I'm about an hour drive away from where I live. So Tim Hortons, Jasmine, 20 years ago, when I would visit Canada sometimes, I would always go to Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is a coffee shop, right? Coffee shop, donut shop kind of thing. So yeah, I would go to Tim Hortons. And I definitely would eat donuts. I had no food morals at all. So I haven't been in Canada much. And Tim Hortons isn't in America. I'm pretty sure they're not. So at least not in my part of the country. So we're the Canadians. Where are my Canadian followers? Come on, man. Come on, Canadians. Pete loves Tim Hortons. Is Tim Hortons in the UK? You got him over there? I had Tim Hortons in Wales. Yeah, that's neat. That's really neat. Do you have Dunkin' Donuts? We have Dunkin' Donuts here. They're pretty good. You know, Ray Garson. Speaking about visiting the UK, Ray's made it clear that I could stay with him and his wife, and he wants me to go bike across England with him or something, because it will only take like 2 or 3 days because it's such a small country. And he's in Manchester, so if I visit Ray, I might be hanging out in Manchester. So, Krispy Kreme's all right. I'm not. Their donuts are way too sugary. Even when I had no food morals and I would just eat like a pig, even Krispy Kreme donuts were kind of like just too much of a sugar rush. So, but the wonders of donut shops. Seriously, whoever invented the donut, like, they need to be immortalized. They need to be declared a saint, or something. Give him sainthood. Maybe his name was Ralph Donut. Samuel Donut. The donut family. Is this like a little family operation? So. I'm just being stupid. I might get a drink. We'll see. I want to show you other stuff in here. I started off the live chat. So those two pictures up there, those are in southern Utah. That's the state directly west of Colorado. Yes, Peter. No, Peter, we got to do the afternoon tea. We got to do the afternoon tea, and we have to have a party with 80s music and cupcakes. And it's going to be a not too shabby marathon kind of thing. We're going to invite should we invite the public? Just like anyone can come in. You know, that'd be really fun. Can we get the media? Can we get like British media? You know? Here, and I'll show you. I made it in the not too shabby. I made it in a British newspaper. I'm going to show you something. The Mirror. It's called The Mirror. The United Kingdom Mirror. Let's see what it's called here. It's just called The Mirror. I made it in British news. I'm going to share the link right here. The Mirror. I was in there. So that's a big deal, isn't it? See, now I'm a mental health therapist. It's my real job. And look at all the people. By the way, look at all the people in here. It's awesome. Really, I like when there's enough noise. So anyway, I'm a mental health therapist. I do all my counseling through the video cam. So I work from my living room, and my clients they're usually home when they work. Show you Main Street. It's kind of a historic little town. You can't see through the windows there, but show you the old buildings and walk around on the sidewalk and see what happens. See what trouble we can get into. But the Wi-Fi would end, and then once the Wi-Fi's done, the live stream ends. So it's a little tough. Like it bothers me. I have to stay stationary. So 2-0 Colorado. Okay. Are they playing in? They're probably playing in New York. The game's going on right now. It's probably happening in New York. So, but I'm sorry, Peter. So, I really try to eat everything in here. I got to force myself to eat because it doesn't. It's okay. It doesn't taste great, but I know you're used to it, Peter. Do I collect anything? That's a great question. Everyone asks for that. Do you collect anything? Right now, I don't really. He collects jerseys, yeah. How many jerseys does Peter have? I honestly don't collect anything right now. All of my collecting, I collect YouTube subscribers. And like the way I do my Not Too Shabbies right now, it's like I collect those. Like I make them and then I collect them. But I'm not sure what I used to collect. So he's got like 20 jerseys. I have 2 football jerseys, NFL football jerseys, but that's about it. He's got 20 jerseys? Aren't they they're kind of expensive if they're top quality. What are you doing with 20 jerseys, buddy? I'm just kidding. I want to see, Peter, you need to do a video of your 20 hockey jerseys and just show them and talk about them. That'd be really interesting. How many of them are Islander? Yeah, they're not they're not cheap. I mean, a good hockey jersey or a good NFL football jersey is going to be around 70 to 100 American dollars each. So 5 Islanders. So has Peter ever been to Long Island, New York? Has he ever seen the Islanders in person? You know? Last year, okay. That's neat. I'm glad you went. They talk funny in Long Island. You know, New York has an accent for sure. And then in Long Island, they got this like, I'm trying to be tactful here, but they got a funny accent in Long Island. So anytime I make fun of something like that, I'm always like, oh no, there's always going to be that one commenter. I grew up in New Jersey, and every once in a while someone says, Steve, I can hear your New Jersey accent. And in general, I'm upset. Like, I want to get rid of my New Jersey accent. So, but all done. Very proud of myself. So, I think I'm going to wrap up pretty soon here. I think it's just Pete and Jasmine. And let's face it, your boyfriend and girlfriend, and you can just talk to each other on the phone. You don't need me. And Bon Jovi is from New Jersey. That's right. Yeah. Bruce Springsteen too. Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, like some. Oh, by the way, 80s music. Yeah, like I like some Bon Jovi music. Bruce Springsteen. Those are a couple of good 80s songs. Yeah, my little can of pears. 100, and then you can see, you know, in general, when there's lots of zeros, that's a good sign. Like zero total fat, 0 saturated fat, no sodium, that's really good, no cholesterol, and just 11 grams of sugar. See the 11? That's not too bad. So lots of fun, folks. Oh, good times in the coffee shop. I think I am going to head out here pretty soon here. Thank you for everyone who watched. And what am I doing the rest of the day? I'm going to probably, anytime I'm out, and I'm an hour drive from my little mountain town that I live in. I'm such a sucker for Mexican food. Like, I can eat a Mexican lunch every day for $7. You know, just a little burrito, rice and beans, and some chips and salsa. I'm probably gonna get a little Mexican food, and then I need to make some not too shabbies. I try not to force them sometimes, but I'm feeling like I need to make 2 or 3 today. So I'm a little bit on a mission. So that's about it. So, hey, thanks again for everyone. All right. So, and I did this live stream a little sooner. Like I did it in the morning. It was 11 o'clock. So I know that's at least a reasonable hour in Britain. What is it, like 8 o'clock? 8 o'clock in the evening in the UK. So that's at least a little better. Sometimes when I do them at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I finally get around to it, and it's like, you know, midnight, 1 in the morning. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. So it's like a reasonable, you know, I got to keep my Brits happy. And like, by the way, it was mostly British people in here. There weren't that many Americans. So, but really though, all my love. Give a kiss. Really though, thank you for making this live stream fun. Peter and Jasmine, if I get to the United Kingdom, we're going to have that party. We're going to have cupcakes. We got to play some 80s music just because it's me. But we'll play the Not Too Shabbies in the background. We'll have a jolly good time. And we'll make some cupcakes with like the British flag on it. We're totally going to have a great time. We'll invite the media. We'll get the British media to come. And we'll have fun. So, all right, take care, everybody. Sayonara. Best wishes. Take care.